never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
Yo, this is King Lion, and welcome to the Dual 8 podcast. Yo, how you guys doing on this amazing day? Yo, just wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in to the last not two, three episodes of the Dual Ace podcast. Guys, your thanks, your viewerships and your likes and your like really help us improve the channel a lot. Let's try to get this. Let's try to get this video up to at least 15 likes, and let's see if we can boost up the subscriber count a little bit. We're almost at double digits at 10 subscribers, and I'm hoping by the end of maybe August we can get up to like 100, and maybe by the end of the year we can even get up to at least 1K, maybe even 2K. So thank you very much for subscribing, viewing the channel. Put a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and also we have a TikTok channel called the Dual Ace. We made a YouTube short. So if you guys want to go, so you guys go to the YouTube short after the video. Link will be down below, and then just scan the QR code. Sorry, sorry, been a little bit of a busy day. Scan the QR code. Make sure, make sure that that you scan it correctly, and it will take you to the TikTok. Also on the TikTok, I also have the QR code for the YouTube channel. So once you go to YouTube, once you go to the TikTok, go share both of them with some of your friends, and let's get the TikTok up and running up there. Also, just in case, is also I know they're gonna be maybe a new TikTok. Don't worry don't worry when a new app shows up. I'll put that down below as well. So thank you, and let's get into this podcast episode. And so today we're gonna be talking about the recap of AEW All in Texas. Yeah, sorry, pull a little bit of an LA night right there. So. Uh, LA, okay, all in Texas. Wow, it was a very interesting pay per view and stuff. It's very interesting. Eh, The reason why I'm saying interesting because I was wrong about a lot of things, and to me, I feel like they really dropped the ball on other things, on a lot of storylines. Uh, it's just it's just a lot. They did a lot of things that I didn't see coming. So we're going to be talking about this today. So let's get started. Let's get this party going. The first match, let's start with the first match. The first match for the AEW Trios Championship, the Ops versus the Death Riders. It is- it was it was a match that I kind of expected it to be. Hard hitting, good spots, but a little bit stale at times. But hey, It was a good pay per view opener. I liked it. I liked it. I especially liked the ending when they decided to like write off Samoa Joe. Now I don't know why they did it. I guess Samoa Joe needed a little bit of a break, maybe 2 or 3 week break. I don't think he literally got hurt. Literally got hurt. I think that was just storyline purposes. But I hope that it's not like a real injury or anything. 'Cause let's be honest here, we've been dealing with injuries we all been dealing with injuries after injuries after injuries, and not just AEW but also WWE. And so the Ops won with Samoa Joe hitting a muscle buster on Willa Yuta, and then after and the Willa Yuta, Gay Kid, and Claudio Castagnoli, they jumped. They jumped. They jumped the ops, and they just tried and they put a share over. They put a share over Samoa Joe's neck, and then just slammed the share and slammed the other share on top of it, and he needed to be stretcher out of the ring. So speedy recovery for Samoa Joe. I hope this is just a storyline injury, not a actual injury. But I do hope you a speedy recovery. And speedy recovery. I hope we see you soon in the next few weeks. Next match, and this is a match that I didn't. I got a lot of opinions on the Casino Battle Royal. Now, I was completely wrong about my picks. I picked Jay White to return and win, or I picked Darby Allin to return and win. The return was right. The return was right, but the return we're going to talk about later. Later, the person, but the person who won was totally off. It was MJF. Now, do I think MJF needed to win this match? No. My pick deserved to win that match, and that was Darby Allin. But I told you we're gonna get into that once we get into the world title match situation. So to me, it was kind of shocking that MJF won. It was kind of shocking that I knew that the reason why it was shocking was because I didn't think they were going to give him that contract so he can give him that contract. I thought maybe they were going to do it for somebody else or my pick. So so it just surprised me a bit. But hey, MJF, he's a sneak. Okay, he's an opportunist. I know he's going to do good with that contract. Now, do I think he's going to cash in and win? Nah, I'm going to go 50-50 right for right now. But overall, we just gotta wait and find out. But yeah, MJF, new Casino Battle Royal winner, can hold it up to. I don't think there's a time limit, so I think he can hold it as long as he can until maybe next year's year. But I do expect him to catch it in sooner rather than later. Next match, and next match. Let me. I got. I'm sorry. I just had to think for a second. Oh yeah. Next match was for the TNT Championship, and this is. Well, let me sorry guys, I was a little bit parched. Oh, okay, next match. Next match for the TNT Championship, and it kind of hurt me. I'm happy for the person who won, but I'm also sad about what happened before the match. Adam Cole came out. If you did not know, earlier in the show, earlier in your like in the kickoff show, they said that Adam Cole had to relinquish the TNT title. We don't know. We didn't know why, but they said it because of injury. So he came out and he looked fine. He looked 100% fine. Nothing was wrong with his leg. Nothing was wrong with his hand or anything. We did not know what happened until he came to the ring, and he was talking like he was talking to us, and he was saying, "Hey, I suffered an injury. I don't want to talk about retirement right now, but I have to look at all the possibilities and I have to just be realistic. But because of this injury, I will not be able to defend the title today or in the near future. That's why I had to relinquish." And it just, I started crying a little bit because I said, and I'm a big man, so I'm a man, so I should not be crying. But it's like Adam Cole is one of my favorite wrestlers. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. To me, his NXT reign flawless. Ring of Honor World Title reign flawless. Hell, even the AEW, he was just flawless. And for him, he just got back last year. So like for him to get injured again, this time now he's talking about they're talking about maybe this might be a retirement situation. I'm like, and I was like, I was shocked. So my prayers go out to Adam Cole. I know there's been a rough 2 to 3 years. I hope you don't retire. I hope you come back better than ever. I hope you win back the TNT title. I hope you even win the world title, bro. Listen, and so Adam, we okay, we the fans, the wrestling fans, hope you speed recovery, come back soon, and yeah, Adam Cole, baby, that's for you, Adam. Adam, get well soon. Now, after that, they announced that it's going to be a fatal four-way for the vacated TNT Championship between Kyle Fletcher, Daniel Garcia, Sammy Guevara, and Dustin Rose. And it was a good match. There was a lot of good spots. I can't complain about that. I can't complain about the match. But it was like the way how the match ended and it ended, we did not see coming. With Dustin Rhodes doing a like, I think he did a roll up, not a roll up, but I think he covered and he did a unique pin to win the TNT Championship. Now, I did not see Dustin Rhodes walking out with the TNT Championship. I did not see that one bit. Okay, for him walking out with the TNT Championship, I was like surprised. I thought it was going to be either Kyle Fletcher, who was the odds-on favorite to win, or it was going to be Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia. So Dustin Rhodes winning, it was a good moment. It's a good moment because, for a lot of reasons. Number one, Dustin been loyal to the company. Two, he said he just signed a new 6 year deal with the company. So that means he's gonna be I mean, even after he's done wrestling, he's gonna be with the company, maybe being a mentor for the for the younger generation, maybe trying to open up new areas for AEW and stuff. So it was a so it was a good so for Dustin to win, I think it was good for that. And also the fact that he one of the first people that was signed with AEW, and he's been scratching and clawing to win the TNT title since the TNT title was even made. Okay, and this is his first AEW title. So also okay, and I think this is his first single title since I think I think maybe in the 2000s or something. So it's like it was a good moment. It was a great moment, and it was a heartfelt moment because he won it in his hometown of Texas. So for that, I gotta say, and so for that, I gotta say, yo, congratulations to you, Dustin. You're the new TNT champion. If you saw, if you saw Sammy Guevara's face, Sammy Guevara was like, "What the heck just happened?" Like, I think he was mad. I think he was a little bit mad, but also a little bit like he was surprised that he won. And then Kyle Fletcher, you just see him on the outside ready to break somebody's freaking neck because he's saying like, "Hey, I should have won." But overall, overall, okay, okay. Dustin Rose have now won the TNT Championship. He is now a Triple Crown champion, actually, because now he's one half of the tag team champions with in Ring of Honor with Sammy Guevara. He's one third of the six-man tag team champions with the Sons of Texas, and then now he's the TNT champion. So I gotta give it up to Dustin for old man, he racking up these titles. So hey, he bringing some gold to the Rose household. So yeah. So now moving forward, the next match. And next match. Give me a second. I have to think about it. I have to think for a second. The next match. Oh, well, I'm not gonna go in order. I'm just gonna go. You know what? Yeah, let me go in order. The next match was for the tag team title and for the tag team championships. It was the Hurt Business against against Jet Speed against the Patriarchy. It was okay. I don't have anything really to say. It was great spots. Did I think okay? It was fast. It was fast paced at times. It was physical, and it was everything I expected out of the match. Out of the match, it really was. There was nothing that I didn't expect. Anything that came out of this match, I kind of expected. I think the real things that happened was after the match. Nick Wayne and the Patriarchy turned on Christian Cage, and FTR was in the ring helping them, and Nick Wayne was about to hit a concerto on Christian until you guessed it, the rated R superstar Edge / Adam Copeland returned with with one of his best friends, Spike, and everybody and went crazy on everybody. Gave a spear to Nick Wayne, gave a spear to Kip Sabian. Hell, just swinging the thing back and swinging the Spike around and stuff. So it was a good moment. It was a good return, and but at the end, he told Christian to find yourself. You need to find who you are. And then he left the ring. So, in my opinion, do I see Edge and Christian coming back and coming back together? Do I see do I see Edge and do I see Adam Copeland and Christian coming back together and giving us a 5 second pose? Do I see that? Probably. But hey, but hey, if it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna hold my breath. But I do have a feeling we might get that 5 second pose in AEW. Just giving you a heads up about that. Now, moving forward. Now, okay, we're gonna go into the next match, the women's casino battle royal. Now, the right woman won that match. The right woman won. Athena. I don't have anything really say about the match except for Athena won. I'm happy that Athena won because let's be honest here, she deserved to win. It was her hometown. She's been promoting this, and she's been one of the big promoters for this event, and she been busting her ass and ring of honor. It's about damn time she get an opportunity to shine for the AEW Women's World Championship. So I'm happy for her, and I can't be and I can't wait for her to cash in and we see her walk out with the AEW Women's World Championship, especially especially after what we're about to be talking about coming up next. So yeah, Athena, congratulations to you, girl. Now let's get into the triple main event. And you know what? I'm gonna go in this order. I'm gonna go with Kenny Okada first. Then I'm gonna go with Tony Storm and Mercedes Monet. Then I'm gonna go with Hangman and Mox. The winner take all match. The Continental Champion, Kazuchika Okada, versus the International Champion, Kenny Omega. It's crazy that it's crazy that right now and that we got that we get in this match in AEW. But I'm gonna say this: out of the 5 matches that they had, out of the 5 matches, this was not. This was not their best. I'm best. I think because it wasn't their best match. Like, would I give it 5 stars? Like, okay, if the first match, like at the Tokyo Dome, was was like 6 stars. Then at Dominion was like 6.5 and 5. Then at the G1 match was like what 5, like 5.5. And then the next Dominion in the 2 out of 3 falls match was a 7 star classic. This match was like it was 5 stars, but it was 5 stars because of the names that was in it. It wasn't like it was between 5 to 4.5 stars. And for Okada and Kenny, the magic that they have to have just a 5 star to 4.5 star match means that it just didn't hit right. The ending I didn't agree with, and yeah, let me just say the ending. Okada won. Like I don't agree with that because like I don't hate Okada. I really don't. I like Okada for who he. Yeah, I like Okada. I think Okada's a great wrestler and stuff. But ever since he won the Continental Championship, he didn't have a major feud. He haven't had one. If he did, you comment down below that Okada have a major feud before the Kenny situation, and don't give me a match because if you're gonna give me a match, then yes, Okada's gonna have great matches. Don't okay, and uh, don't just give me a match. Give me like a real feud, and I mean a one-on-one feud. Feud. It it haven't happened, and overall, I felt like Kenny should have won because overall, Kenny just got back. It would have been a great moment. It would have been a great feel good moment. And let's be honest here. What is this? What is this for? Like, and this is gonna go, and this is gonna like at all out. Like, I guess at all out, maybe they're gonna have their final encounter center because they're now 2-2-1. It just don't make no sense. It said to me having Okada win. I really thought Kenny should have won and really needed to win. He just got back. Okada Okada been champion for a long time. He don't need the belt. Let's see Okada without the championship. Let's see Okada with something else. Like, come on, bro. Bro, it just didn't feel. This match just didn't feel like the Okada and Kenny Omega match that we all were expecting. But I can't blame Kenny for that because think about it for a minute. Kenny just got done dealing with a serious life threatening injury, a diverticulitis, and and God forbid he ruptured that again just to give us a classic match. I don't think. Okay, I don't. We don't want that to happen. So I'm happy for Kenny, and I'm happy that Kenny's safe, and I'm just I just feel like the wrong guy won. Maybe just comment down below. You feel like the wrong guy won or didn't win. Like because it's just I just don't have anything else to say about it really. So now that's what I'm talking. Okay, so now going into I'm totally forgot. Now I'm going. I totally forgot about a match. And I totally forgot about a match. I'm sorry. It just got into my head because I've been thinking about I was thinking about something else. Another, there was actually four back to back main events. So the other match the other match was a tag team match between the Young Bucks putting their EVP titles up on the line, and Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland. And if they won and if they lost, they couldn't challenge for a world title for the year. Now, another now this is another pick that I was just completely wrong about. I thought the Young Bucks were gonna win because next because There was nothing. The reason why I felt like the Young Bucks were going to win was because of this. Everyone is expecting that Will Ospreay will be challenging for the world title next year. So, how do you keep him far away from the world title without making it seem like, hey, without making it, without doing it on purpose? Purpose. You put the stipulation up. You do that. So then, if we'll lose, then you also got okay. Swerve could turn heel. They can have a feud. Then for the next, okay, because that feud could last for at least a good 3 to 4, even 4 to 5 months. Then after that, you can have him in like mini feuds or something, maybe in a small little title and stuff. Then in the next Owen Hart tournament, you can have him win that, and then win the title at All Out at All In next year in London. But instead, you have Swerve and Will win. You have Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay win, and now you don't have a past. Like I know London, I know a Forbidden Door is going to be at London. What he going to do? He's going to challenge Zack Sabre Jr. for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, and then let's just say he do win that. That's going to be the way how you keep him away from the AEW World Championship. Like it makes no sense. And for Swerve, it makes no sense either because it's not like, hey, listen, you're going to be going for the world title anyway. You just this Wednesday they just put him in a segment with Okada for the undisputed and for the un yeah for the oh shit like this dumbass title name AEW Unified Championship. You just put him in that storyline, so he's not even challenging for the world title right now. So it's like it makes no sense whatsoever to have Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland win win against the Young Bucks. It makes no sense whatsoever. And and now I know I have people telling me, hey, okay, well, yeah, well, maybe the Young Bucks might leave AEW because they accomplish everything they can. They're 3-time tag team champions. They're air champion. They hold the belt for a long period of time. They had great matches. Great matches. There's nothing really they need to do. So they could be going to WWE. Now, if that's true, then that's fine by me. I'm happy. If they do want to go to WWE and get that WrestleMania moment and win the tag team title there and have great matches with maybe the Usos, the New Day, and all that stuff, congratulations. Go for it, brother. But I just don't see it. But it makes no sense having Will Ospreay in. It makes no sense having Will Ospreay now pathless and pathless without okay without having a straight path to the world title. At least when you put that roadblock, you could have did what happened with AJ back in 2012 when he lost in that triple threat match with James Storm and Bobby Roode, and when he and then he entered the Battle for Glory series, and then win the world title there and win the world title there. It just makes more sense that way. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just thinking about it. Maybe I'm too passionate about it. But I'm just saying, it just makes no sense whatsoever to have Will Ospreay just be floating around until next year. And next year, it just makes no sense because what you gonna do? I said you and said, hey, even if he beats Zack Sabre Jr. and he hold the AEW and hold the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship for a long until Wrestle Kingdom, you still have 6 months. So what you gonna do? You gonna put him in a tag team with Swerve for 6 months until they get into the Owen? And it's like it just makes no sense, bro. It just makes no sense whatsoever. That's why it just confused me. And it's not like, hey, I wanted the Young Bucks to win because, hey, I like them at EVPs. I think they're assholes at EVPs. I really didn't like them either way. But it was like, hey, if I have to choose I have to choose a amazing story of, hey, I lost it, and hey, I lost the opportunity to be world champion, and then I win it back, and then and earn my way to the world title once again after a year of staying far away from it. I would choose that storyline over the storyline they're choosing now. So that's what I'm just saying. And so it's just crazy. Oh yeah, guys, yo, get Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is a good energy not a good energy drink, but it's a good soda. Just telling you guys, Dr. Pepper. Remember, old fashioned. If you guys want old fashioned soda that is like, hey, similar to Coke and Pepsi, get Dr. Pepper. It's good. Oh yeah, and less calories. It's less calories in there. It is. So just want to let you guys know that. Okay, now going into the AEW Women's World Championship, and I'm about to go in on this. I'm about to crash out. I've been mad about this all week, so you gotta understand. It's Mercedes Monet, Six Belts Monet, my goat, against Tony Storm, the AEW for the AEW Women's World Championship. I am pissed off like never before. The match was great. Of course, the match is going to be great. Mercedes Monet is always going to elevate people to new levels. This was the first 5-star match I will admit that Tony Storm had since maybe that I quit match back in maybe 2020 or 2021 or something like that. And that was Iowa Fire. That's the last match this is the first match since then she had a 5-star match. And Mercedes Monet was a part of that. And guess what? Tony Storm won. Tony Storm beat Mercedes Monet. This is the dumbest decision that Tony Khan has ever made in his entire life. See, you guys might just say, "Hey, okay, well, Jeffrey, you just a Mercedes Monet fan. You call her the go already for women's wrestling. That's the reason why you also don't like Tony Storm. So of course you're going to not agree with this. I agree with this. No, that that's a those are parts of it, but those are not the main part. Answer me this right now. Answer me this right now. Storm won, since Tony Storm won this fourth title reign that she should have never won, what has she been doing? Except for that dumb feud with Mariah May, aka Blake Monroe, or whatever the hell you want to call her now, and NXT. She had been doing absolutely God given nothing. She had been an eliminator. She making her own eliminator matches to find challengers. So sh- this is a woman who you have not let who haven't been beaten in 2025. Who you only let her lose one time last year, and that was lose one time last year, I think, and that was against Mariah May. Made for the Women's World Championship. And it's like, it just don't make no sense. Where are you going with Tony Storm now? I know you're trying to put her against Athena. And I hope Athena wins. But I'm afraid that they're going to cost Athena the opportunity because if they didn't want to give it to Mercedes after everything that girl had been going, everything that girl have done for this company to level it up. Think about it. She been having banger after banger after banger after banger. God damn it, I'm like Sheamus from freaking WWE. Come on, duh. Like, come on, bro. Like it's crazy that someone like Mercedes Monet, who, in my opinion, gets criticized way too mother freaking hard. She don't have creative control. She don't she don't run AEW. You wanna know why she went on these titles? Because the companies around her, because the companies understand she a star. There's level to this and level to this. You can it's one thing being a star with the championship. It's another thing being a star without it. That's why Rhea Ripley is a star. That's why Charlotte Flair, she's a star. They level up the titles. And titles. Before there's a saying. The belt don't make the man makes the belt. And that's what Mercedes Monet does with each one of her belts. With each one of her belts, each one of her titles, they hold it. Okay, she elevated to a new level. And I really, really thought that they were going to give her the AEW Women's World Championship. I really did. I'm pissed right now because like I'm thinking about this right now, and I'm like, I feel like she got robbed. I really do feel like she got robbed. Robbed. I really do. I feel pissed off that she got robbed on a stage as big as All in Texas. And it's common that she get robbed like this. It's common because I don't know why, but she get robbed on every real big stage. She get robbed on, and I'm pissed off. But this latest one pissed me off even more because nobody's going to say the honest truth, and I'm going to say this right now. And maybe I'm just a hater, but hell, you can call me that. I don't care. This is one. You want to know who really had creative control of the women? It's Tony Storm. Want to know why? Because her and Khan are doing the you know what. I said it. I believe Tony Khan and Tony Storm are actually dating. Now, before you all jump on my ass like, oh my God, hold it just a minute. She's dating Juice Robinson. I'm going to tell you this right now. Right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we find out that, hey, secretly these two are dating. But hey, that's just my opinion. If you want me to say more about how I feel like they are, comment down below and also get this video up to get this video. If you can double the like goal that I just put at the beginning of the video, I'll tell you more about why I feel this way and stuff. So, yeah. Well, overall, like Tony Storm won. Mercedes made her great, of course, as always. And yeah, like I don't ever want to hear people say, "Hey, Mercedes when they have creative control ever again." I don't want to hear that because I'm telling you this right now: the real woman with creative control is the woman that is the woman that calls herself timeless. Because this is just crazy, bro. This is just crazy. And you wonder why Paige slash Saraya left AEW. AEW. Forget the like double the like goal, and I promise you right now, I tell you the reason why I believe Tony Storm and Tony Khan are doing the you know what. But now I'm going to get to the end and get to the end. AEW World Championship Texas Death Match, and let's say this: it was a banger. But of course, it was a banger. It was going to be okay. It was a brutal match. These guys went crazy. It was great spots from okay. I love that Prince Nana came out and did this and not Prince Nana came out and taught and used handcuffs on Maria Saphir to keep her out of the match. I'm glad and I'm happy that everyone was helping. I'm happy that it was just a big brawl between everybody and everybody. AEW versus like the Death Riders and stuff. What I wasn't happy about was the ending, and this is why I said I was going to hold off on the return of Darby Allin. Darby Allin returned, and also Brian Danielson returned. The Brian Danielson part, I wasn't mad about. Mad about. Of course, I'm glad that he came out and he came out and he was like, "Hey, trying to help." What I'm mad about is the Darby Allin and Hangman Adam Page part. Number one, I didn't think Hangman needed to win the AEW World Championship. This wasn't his story. This wasn't his story. He had no beef with he had no beef with John. Okay, now did he want to be world champion? Absolutely. Who haven't want to be world champion? But he haven't. But it just wasn't his story, and for him to win it makes no sense whatsoever. Except for the fact that you guys just wanted him to become a good guy again and be like, hey, thank you to the fans and thank you to this and that and the third. And I'm like, it just make no sense whatsoever. I'm just mad that I'm just mad because the real person that should have won, the real person that this story all started over was Darby Allin. Darby Allin made his return to help Hangman win against John Moxley. I'm not okay. I'm mad with okay, and the reason why I'm mad with his return is because if you can return at the end of the show, why didn't you return in Casino Battle Royal? Why didn't you try to get a world title shot? Why didn't you do that? Okay, okay. It makes no sense whatsoever to put you in. It makes it whatsoever because at the end of the day, think about this for a minute. You have think about this for 1 minute. This guy took your opportunity to be world champion away. This guy tried to kill you over and over and over again. And what you did, okay, what will be the number one thing to hurt John Moxley? To take the AEW World Championship and have Darby Allin do it. But instead, you have Hangman Adam Page do it and have Darby Allin look like a damn sidekick once again instead of being the main star. This is his story. This is his story. I know this is like AEW versus this is AEW versus Death Riders, of course, but the main guy, the main soldier of this story, Darby Allin, and that's why you kept him away from John Moxley and kept him away from challenging for the world title. Title. You think he went? You think he did all these he went against Casaro and all the Continental Classic, all of that just for just because? No, he did it because they were trying to keep him far away so he can get the Hangman. But because Darby want to be Darby and want to do some crazy shit like climb Mount Everest, they give it the Hangman. And then this is what really hurts me. Tony Khan said this, and I think he said this on an interview, but I read this and I also listened to it. He said that, and I quote: "It doesn't matter if Darby ever becomes world champion because he's still a pillar of AEW and he's still a pioneer of AEW. So it doesn't even matter if he wins the world championship. He's still going to be a big part of AEW. You know what that means to me when I hear that? It means that you don't. It means that hey, you might be world champion one day if I feel like it. If I think, hey, I might just throw you a bone and give you the Jey Uso title reign or the Jeff Hardy title reign or something like that. Or hell, don't give him the Christian title reign. That's from WWE. I'm telling it's going to be. I'm telling you, Christian's still mad about that first title reign. But look how crazy this is. Your own boss said that, and because if I heard that, I would have been like, nigga, you're not gonna do that to me. This storyline is my storyline. This is my moment. Hangman, you had your moment. Swerve, you had your moment. Brian, you had your moment last year. Yeah, okay. Okay. Will Ospreay, you will have your moment next year. Yeah, this is my moment. But instead of being that way, instead of being like, hey, listen, Tony, I want to be world champion. Let me go toe to toe with Mox. Let me win it for all of us and all at all out. Or let me win the casino battle royal, challenge Mox 1-on-1, and then I win it. And then I win it all out. But instead, you let Hangman took your moment. And now what are you doing? Now to Darby Allin, what are you doing? Like, are you challenging John at a Forbidden Door or All Out for what? Bragging rights to prove that you could beat him? Who cares? He not worried about you. He worried about the world title. A world title that you should have got. A world title that you should have took from him. A world title story that should have been yours. If you wasn't so worried about Conor McGregor and being the damn daredevil, you might really have been world champion right now. But I digress. You digress because this is what I'm going to say right now. This AEW All In was a weird, good slash crazy pay per view, and I did not see a lot of the people who my predictions was way off. I'm mad and I'm angry a little bit about how it played out, but hey, I'm not the one running AEW. But hey, what can you do, right? So those are that was the recap of AEW All in Texas. Now, now tomorrow, now I will be recording, and I will be recording the WWE. I will be recording the WWE Saturday Night Main Event and Evolution in one video. So just want to let you guys know that's going to be one video, and that video might be coming out tomorrow or the next day. And just wanted to let you know. And I'm going to post when it's going to be coming out on the TikTok. So go follow the TikTok, please. Description will be down below. Down below. Please get this, and please like, comment, subscribe. Let's get this video up to 15 likes. And hey, if you want me to talk about, hey, if I see that you guys really want me to talk about how I think Tony Khan and Tony Storm are well together, double the likes. I might even do it regardless, but really just double the likes and so I can see if you guys really want it. Okay, so yeah, this is King Lion signing out. Yo, have a good day. Peace.